Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Hope we're having a good day. Today we're going to build some models. I'm incredibly excited. Well, not build models, we're going to paint models. Yeah, that makes more sense. This man knows what he's doing. That's what everyone's saying. Alright, let me get the TikTok live set up. I always wanted to set up for the TikTok live. I hope everyone is having a good day. What is your favorite thing that you've seen today? I hope it's something good. Wonderful. The entire title fit in, and that is always satisfying. Okay, we're now going live on TikTok, and I don't see really a reason to delay. So we're just gonna get right into it. We're just gonna jump right into the news. Okay, give me 1 sec here. I'm gonna move over the PC. Not the PC. I'm gonna move over to my work desk. And we might listen to some music. I think we will listen to some music. I think some music would make me happy. I would love some happy, fun music. That would make me feel happy and fun. All right. Give me just 1 second to get that set up. Copyright free music. That's what I'm always about. This is a little corporate. But you know what? I think that's fine. I think we can have a little bit of some corporate music. Just for right now, as a treat, you know? Okay. Let me just vibe out on the headset source. I think that's a good idea. Okay. Hi. All right, let me get everything set up over on this end. I still need to get the live loaded up on YouTube to be able to see your chats. Here we go. And now you just get to look at my arm, and that's exciting for you perverts out there. Okay. Now I should be able to, there we go. Now we access the live on TikTok. Here we are, okay. Alrighty. ST4Z, welcome into the chat. We're glad to have you here. One thing that does bother me about the TikTok live interface on desktop is that you have to have it open so big to be able to see the chats. Like, it does take up the majority of my screen, which is, again, not the end of the world. It's still a little annoying. I think it's the funniest possible thing to have my arm be the one thing that's visible right now. I don't know. That's something to me. Okay, now I have all your chats. I can see all your chats, and we're ready to get cooking, baby. We should play some Star Wars music. I also have a delightful cup of OJ, which my camera is making look a little bit grim, but that's fine. I've never really seen a vertical shot of OJ before. Here, I can give you like a whole, yeah, we could, you know how people make really cool edits of their cars? What if I did that with a cup of OJ? Is that anything? Hi, Fear, welcome into the chat. We're glad to have you in here. How are you doing today? That looks like hot dog water. It says Coffee Crow. Coffee Crow, we're glad to have you in here. Maybe I'll do another stream where I just drink hot dog water. I think that would be huge. Just chugging down some hot dog water. Fear, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Anything in particular making today a special day, or is it just a good day? It doesn't have to be for a particular reason. You can just be doing good. That's great. But is there anything really special happening that's making today exciting or fun? So I have a lot. I could show off some of the clones that I have painted. What I'm going to be working on today is getting my main battle force. The former Elvis has entered the stream. Oh, Elvis, welcome back. Oh, Coffee Crow. I like the new username. That's fun. No reason is such an excellent reason, Fear. I also love that your username is Fear. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel like I'm talking to like an eldritch deity, and they're like, "Hello, I am Fear. I'm having a good day. Today is good. I should be miserable. It's leg day. Oh God. You know what? Good fucking luck. Leg day is from what I've done a leg day or two before in my life, and they weren't good. They weren't my favorite days. But you know what? We all survive. We will survive the leg days. We will persevere. Now, I'm not going to be painting any of my gray plastic right now. I'm only going to be painting the ones that have already been primed. I'm thinking the same thing, right? Leg week? Damn! You have a bigger commitment to your legs than I do. Okay, so we can go through like some of the ones I'm particularly proud of. I really like how this guy turned out. I mean, what's really fun is it's so easy to paint these clones. It's just white and black. And so that just makes me really happy. We have another guy here that turned out really well. All I'm doing, I celebrated my first Pride this year. My legs are so dead. Oh my God, that is amazing. You're in your training arc before your school starts arc, Veer. That's amazing. I like that a lot. I never really trained before school. It's just not, you know what? It's just not my vibe. I've been bad about working out. I mostly just do like VR workouts and stuff, which is not like a huge, I mean, it does have like a large impact on me just because like I don't exercise a ton. And it's good to get some exercise done. I also skateboard, so I try to skateboard out of the house. I go skateboard on the bike path. That's usually my workout. Mia, welcome to the chat. Yeah, so these are the guys we mostly have finished. This is one of the ones I'm most proud of. He's not quite done yet. I do need to finish all the skin and hair tones on it. But as far as everything goes, I'm pretty happy with it. I want to get most of these guys ready to go because I'm in this narrative tournament. And I do like to have my clones battle ready for that. Also, I don't like VR. It hurts my eyes. Oh, that's so real. VR can be really brutal on the eyes. I'm unsure if I want to keep this blaster white. I think I do want to do another wash on it. But in a lot of the Clone Wars TV shows, there are some blasters that are white. And I think it might be fun to have some for the Battle Force. But I'm worried it just kind of makes it look a little unfinished. So what do y'all think? Should I paint it? Should I keep it white and just do some more detailing on it? Or should I paint it black? Oh, go dancing in VR. It's what most of my friends do. That sounds really fun. That one's your fave? Aw, that makes me so happy, Fear. Alrighty. We also have Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm going to start playing him. I haven't played him a lot before. But yeah, he'll be fun to paint. He's going to be a lot of different colors. I really want to get like the main clones done, though. But right now I'm just sorting through which clones are done. Yeah, not done, but you know, that like they at least have their basing. And then I'll finish getting the other little guys done. Because I've got to finish the Bark Speeder. And I also have to paint the... I might try to paint the Bark Speeder with my airbrush. Make it blue. Ooh, that would be fun. A blue blaster rifle. Very cool. We also got to do Commander Rex. So we're definitely going to get some blue highlights on him. I do want to try to get his armor down as best as I can. But I mean, that just starts with painting him first off. And this guy I'm really excited about. We have the Mortar Trooper. We're definitely going to be painting him today. It looks like I finished washing him, which I might hit him with another wash. What do you think? Does it need another wash? Or is... Because we do have some of that nice black detailing. I just need to clean up some of his lines and add some of the black detailing underneath. Well, I mean, Fear, it is early in the day. We're doing a noon stream, so some people might just still be asleep. That's my thought. And there's also the Olympics. A lot of people are watching the Olympics. This wash came out really good. I can't wait to finish all the detailing. Alrighty. A lot of these guys are done. Oh gosh, I just put all the guys that I'm trying to sort them and find the guys I actually want to paint. And I just messed up my sorting system. Yeah, he turned out great well. Oh, it's like 9 a.m. here? Ooh, you're on the East Coast. Not East Coast. I'm on the East Coast. You must be on the West Coast. Say hi to all of my coworkers. All my coworkers are in Seattle. You know them, right? That's a joke. I know you don't know them. West Coast. Yeah, West Coast, best coast is what I hear y'all say. Yeah. I'm really happy with how these guys turned out. This is one of my favorites. It's the Clone Specialist. I use him literally every game, and I still haven't painted him. He's one of my favorite minis. Just because of his abilities in the game, he can really provide some excellent support. He can like repair stuff, and I usually put him in the unit that also has the ability to give dodge tokens to other units, so he's really strong. For me, it's 12 p.m. Heck yeah, Fear, same time zone. Now, people always clown on me for this. Here's my hot take. I think we just abolish time zones. No more time zones. We just have one time. And if it's my 12 a.m., it's your 12 a.m. But for me, it's light, and for you, it's dark. If we all just have the same time, things will be easier. That's my take. And people disagree with me, but I don't see many problems with it. Okay, so we're just gonna mix up some black. You have to count to 30. Everyone count to 30. If I count to 30 in my head, I'm gonna lose track. So I'm just gonna kind of shake it until I feel like it's shaken enough. Is this fun? Is this a good visual for you? I hope so. What? Caffeine Crow, thank you so much for counting. The last Okich, welcome on in. Yeah, this is perfect. This is excellent. We'll never lose count like this. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. I do have a larger wet palette, but I've been using these smaller things from the Dollar General, and it works just as good. Kendra, welcome on in. Fear, thank you so much for sharing the live video. I really appreciate that. And I thin my paints. I just do a ratio of 1:1. Oop, you got a little clotted up. So we're just gonna do... Well, it was not quite mixed. I needed to shake it more. I should... Caffeine Crow, I didn't wait until you were done. Kendra, welcome on in. Well, we'll shake it up more next time. So I just thin my paints, ratio of 1:1. This is just a small water bottle. And I usually just do 1 drop of water to 1 drop of paint. I think that works fine for me. I usually don't need it thinner. Sometimes it will paint thicker. But let's get some... I just got a... I like watching lives. Fear, hey, I like making lives. So we're both in the same boat, basically. I got the miniature painter starter set when it was on sale a while back, like really steeply on sale. And I got a whole bunch of paints, and not the miniature painter, the army painter is the name of it. I'm trying to find the other brush I like. I have 2 brushes in here that I really enjoy. There you are. Got it. Okay. This is a larger brush. I'm not sure I'm gonna... Well, I'm definitely not gonna use it right now. But I have it. One of the things... Oh, and I also need my Nuln oil. This is one of my only... Yeah. So we have the Nuln oil shade. And that's why we have the larger brush. I felt like Sean Paul singing Shake. Oh, absolutely. Kendra, thank you so much for liking the live. What I'm doing is I'm going to be painting up these little miniature clone troopers and getting them ready to go into battle. We can give... Clone Commander Rex is finished. I did already shade him. I don't think I shaded him enough. Yeah, I might just leave him though. I think I might try to get him really tight. Yeah, I think we'll leave him for now, but this guy definitely needs a shade. Or like Edith singing Banana Song at the end of Beetlejuice. Oh, absolutely. Ring, 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 ring. Awesome sauce. Could not agree more. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wipe this guy down with Nuln oil. And just so this paint doesn't dry out, let me mix it real quick. Yeah, there we go. That actually might be a little too thick. It's pretty thick. So I want to make that thinner. You know what? I'm going to leave it like this, and we can just we'll cope. We'll also, here, what we can do is I'm just going to create a little water well here. And then I can fin it on the fly if I need to. But first, let's do the Nuln Oil shade. Don't need to shake this one up as much, but still need to shake it up. There we go. Now this is Citadel color. I do like, hey, sometimes you got to use the brand stuff. I mostly bought this because of the brand recognition. And a lot of people say are like kind of getting down on shade. And let me show you my secret technique. So everyone has like their own way of holding figures. Gripping the bottom like this, your fingers are going to get in your way. It's also, you don't have a lot of grip. So what I do is I just take another paint bottle and I just take a little bit of tack. And this is just like any other tack that you could get at any store in the whole wide world. You know, like Blue Tack or Tiki Tack, whatever brand. Don't really matter. I mean, it's going to last forever, so just use what you got. I got a huge bag here. So I take this color that I'm not really using right now, and I just put the tacky on the top of the bottle. And then I take the figure I'm painting, and I just push them into the tack. And if I do this right, I might not have enough tacky here. I just get a good little blob like that. Come on. Be nice to me. Alrighty, and there we go, perfect. He won't fall off, he's on there, I can move him around, I can take him off, it's not going to leave a residue. And everything's perfect, and I'm happy, and the world is so bright and beautiful. So, and for this Nuln Oil, I am getting just a whole bunch of it all over him. I'm just getting it in all the cracks and crevices, and then we leave it to dry. I was really surprised how much of this you use the first time I did this. I was really not anticipating how much you needed to use, and I was worried it was going to like ruin the figure, but letting this fill all the crevices, you see it filling the crevices over there, really brings so much life to the figure. And also, after you let it dry, it allows you to bring these white tones back up to white by using highlights. And so for that reason, you get so much utility out of it. It's crazy. And it's such I think why a lot of people dunk on it is that it's a bit of a low skill technique. Like, as you can see, I am just kind of slapping this guy with the brush. And that is not necessarily, it doesn't require the most finesse. And more experienced miniature painters have really told me why they don't like it for that reason. But I am not a very experienced miniature painter. I'm still pretty new on my journey. So, you know what? Maybe when I'm incredibly skilled, I'll have a different opinion. That's the beauty of life. You get to have shifting opinions. Yeah, that's a really good method. Thank you so much, Fear. Let me get this little neck coif back here. Uh-oh, nothing? Okay. Poison, welcome on into the chat. Glad to have you here. Alrighty. There we go. I think it's pretty good for right now. I'm worried about, there's some buildup in the gun that I want to pull off a little bit. That also might just be a shadow. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so we're just going to let that dry off to the side here. And that was really all I needed to... You know what? I've changed my mind. Captain Rex, welcome back. I cleaned you up a little bit too much, and I kind of don't like how clean you look. You see, this does a lot of the work for us. And it really highlights those details. It makes us really see all the little intricacies of the figure. And that's just pretty dang fun. And a lot of people paint white as blue, and then they bring it back up to blue or gray, and then they bring it back up with highlights. I'm painting my pumpkin. Oh, that's exciting. I love pumpkin flavored things. I am very excited for this fall season. I'm up in Boston right now, And you know we got that Dunkin', so I'm excited to go get some Dunkin' pumpkin spiced based beverages. I also live on a street with like, I'm not exaggerating, 4 different cafes. And so I've been checking them all out and taste and like to getting their coffee because I used to be a barista. So like I consider myself to know like a thing or two about coffee. And the place that was the best was the cheapest. It was a little mom and pop store and it was just so delicious. They made great coffee, they had great service, and I was really ecstatic. I like the winter the best. Proud, you're so right. Your birthday's in fall. Well, happy almost birthday. Ah, winter the best is good. I misread that as winter, but winter is kind of a winter if you think about it. I so where I grew up, winter was just kind of depressing because all of the leaves would come off the trees and it would just kind of seem to take the magic out of the forest. I grew up in North Carolina, so there was just a bunch of trees and beautiful foliage, and as soon as winter hit, it was just like, oh, this shit's depressing. Like, I get the seasonal affective disorder so bad, bro. But I'm excited to be. I experience it a lot less when I'm in a city, which is like one of the reasons I moved up here. It's just because, like, you know, it may be hot as fuck up here in Boston, but at least it's less depressing in the winter. There we go. I mean, now he looks like a comic book hero. That's great. Oh, what thing didn't pop up? Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry, the thing didn't pop up. Yeah, he's shiny now. Alright, just don't let him hear you say that. I don't know if Captain Rex would like being called a shiny. That's what all the inexperienced clones are called in Clone Wars. They're called shinies, which I find very funny. Okay, so we're done with this brush for now. I'm just gonna rinse it off a little bit. I'll give it a good clean after the stream. You're in Detroit in July, Coffee Crow. That's so cool. Zach Thimoneko, welcome into the chat. Winter means hot chocolate and Pop-Tarts and a blanket for me. Oh, now I just want Pop-Tarts and a blanket. That sounds absolutely delightful. My goodness. I do love the coziness of winter, rather. And I am so excited to be paying less for AC. But goodness gracious. I love being cozy. Yesterday we had a big rainstorm and I just stayed inside and enjoyed the rain. And that was very delightful. I'm still worried this black might be a bit too thick. I think I might dilute it a little bit more. Cafe hopping is my favorite thing to do. Absolutely. I love it when you get like a street with a lot of different cafes on it. That always makes me very happy. Do you have a favorite cafe, Coffee Crow? I mean, your name is Coffee Crow. Like, you gotta have a favorite cafe. Thunderstorm the other day? Ooh, I love that. Yeah, that thunderstorm, I think, came up to us, too. Winter means watching sunrise and watching the world turn to diamonds with tea and soup. Oh, wonderful. Oh, Kendra, so I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok. So if you want to hop in and see everyone's comments, you should be able to see the comments. Is my chat integration not working? Hang on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, my chat isn't working. There we go. Okay, you should be able to see their chats on the screen now. I like it here. Kendra, I'm so glad. I do love the snow. The problem is in North Carolina, we just don't get a ton of snow. So I'm going to readjust the camera a little bit so I can get a better look. There we go. What I have here is oh, well, shit, I've already fucked up. That's okay. Maybe here. I'm gonna have to be patient with me for a sec. I have to get my all right. There we go. Okay. I have a I'm glad you both like it here. That makes me very happy. I have here, I can show you. I have a magnifying glass that I use to paint to really get into those little tight crevices. So I'm gonna get that in the way. I'm really excited for my first like Boston winter. I went to school in Providence, Rhode Island, and I really like the winters because there's such amazing snow. I mean, everywhere. Like the world does just turn to diamonds, which is so great. But in North Carolina, I am getting this paint everywhere. All right. Where's my... I always forget that you don't really need like special tools for this. I'm literally just going to smudge it off with my hand because we really only want it in those cracks and crevices. There we go. I know that's not the most scientific method in the world. I also have some Q-tips. Let me get the Q-tips as well. I can't have coffee anymore. Oh no, health reasons, but I love it at a distance. That's so real. Coffee isn't far from where I am. Oh, that makes sense. Same time zone. I completely understand that. I actually have dietary health issues myself, and I am not supposed to have coffee. And I do anyway because there are very few things that I ignore my doctor's recommendations about, and I eat anyway. And coffee is just one of them because it's something I want very bad. And as long as I have it in moderation, I don't get too sick. So I have like 1 cup of coffee a day, and that's it. And I'm very proud of myself for that. Try to get in there. What is really fun here is that because it's all the recesses, you can just get that paint in there and then just smudge it off where you don't want it, which is not the most precise technique in the whole wide world, but I am not the most precise man in the whole wide world, and that's kind of part of why I'm doing this, is to learn more techniques to really be delicate with these things. I steal sips from friends' coffees. Oh, you're so right. Gotta clean the visors so they can see. I haven't had coffee a lot, but I still like it. That's so real, Fear. My mom let me get a mocha, and now that's the only one I've ever tried. Oh, yeah, absolutely. A mocha is delicious. My go-to, so let me tell you, my go-to is a cappuccino because, like, again, I'm not supposed to have too much coffee. But when I worked at a cafe, this is what I would do. I would get a mocha, cafe au lait, shot in the dark. So cafe au lait is just drip coffee with a shot of espresso in it. And a cafe au lait is just drip coffee with some foam on top. And so I would have this very foamy, delicious latte-like beverage with double the amount of caffeine that I needed to work at that cafe, especially waking up at that early. And it was delicious. I'm not a pro with the names. I just saw it and wanted it and got it and liked it, but I couldn't sleep at all. I was so tired. Yeah, espresso will do that to you. I mean, that's why I try not to drink any caffeine after 6 p.m. because I'm very sensitive to caffeine. And so if I have any sort of caffeine at all, it will just make sleeping impossible. That is what happened last night. Actually, all right, so part of what happened last night is I was working on a personal project, and it's this board game that I've been working on for a really long time. And I'm really, really pleased with it. I got a ton done yesterday, which was very satisfying. I love making progress on my personal projects, and it was great to just have a day to do that. But I didn't eat all day. So I got a cup of coffee in the morning, and then I barely ate all day. And when I do that, I really just completely hyper-focus on the project and kind of ignore my personal needs and the needs of my body, which is not good. You can't do that. So I was really strung out on caffeine, and I just worked all day, and then finally, really late at night, I ate dinner. And it was the first time in the day I felt really energized, even after all that caffeine. And so I just could not sleep because I was like awake for the first time all day. And I stayed up really late, and I got up late for work today. and I was actually late to my meeting in the morning. And I did not have time to actually get the presentation I needed to have prepared ready. And that was a bit embarrassing. Luckily, only my manager there, and it wasn't my boss. And she's very cool, and I like hanging out with her a lot. But I'm glad that I was able to be granted a little bit of grace for that, because it was rough and really unprofessional, and I need to like change how I do things in that regard. Mocha is a good starter coffee for beginners, says Coffee Crow. You're so right. I mean, it's chocolatey, it's sweet, it's delicious. Oh god, oh, ad break, exhausting. I was so good, but it would not let me sleep. My hand kept jumping. Oh yeah, absolutely. I always need to nap in school and nobody knows because I'm in the back of the class. Absolutely, I understand that, and I love chocolate too. God, I mean, mocha's just great because you get that little coffee fix. So I always try to sit in the front of college classes. I graduated recently, which thank God I could not have done that any fucking more. I'm actually going to thin this a little bit. I'm worried that this paint is getting a little bit too thick on the hand. But I had this one professor who was teaching post-colonial literature. Amazing professor, Professor Olukunle. And he had this resonant, deep bass voice, which was really incredible to listen to. And I always sat in the front, taught his class so well, really interesting literature that we discussed and analyzed. And I would fall asleep every fucking day because it was like my first class of the day. It wasn't like that early. It was like 11, but I just I'm a sleepy guy. And I would fall asleep in this poor man's class every single day. And I really hope he didn't take it as disrespect, because it was absolutely not his fault, except in as much as he had a really incredible voice that was a delight to listen to. But God, that was a really well taught class. At least the parts I was awake for. Oh God. This hand is really tricky, because I'm trying to really get that definition in between the fingers. The underside is not as difficult because you're not going to see that much. But I really want to get this definition at the top. Welcome back. It's Bus. Ooh, boba? Get some boba. Boba's great. I used to, when I was in college, again, like I would absolutely have to go on boba trips with my friends. One of my favorite drinks. The tapioca pearls are great. I want chocolate milk and strawberry Pop-Tarts. That sounds like a great breakfast. What I do when I need to stay awake is when I'm sitting, I'll lift my foot and see how long I can go hovering it above the floor without touching. That's an amazing idea. I have never tried that before. I really do need more strategies to help stay awake. When I was flying back from seeing a friend of mine right when the CrowdStrike thing happened, and I was stuck in the airport for 30 hours, which was really fucking rough. And when I finally got on the plane, I was exhausted. I was totally out. And I was in the very back row of the plane, the one row that doesn't recline. And so I'm sitting there and my head is nodding and I'm just like falling asleep over and over again. 39 hours. It was crazy. 30 hours was wild. It was not fun. Yo, that's tragic. Hey, I'm sorry your sister stole your last Pop-Tart. That's really sad. But I was in the last row and I just kept nodding off. And because I couldn't recline the seat, my head just kept falling forward. And finally, the guy next to me was like, hey, just put the tray table down and lean on that or something. Like, you're falling over yourself. And the stewardess was sitting next to me, too. And after that didn't work, she pulled the, like, little headrest things out so I could lean on them. It was really funny. It was a very cute moment of community care, of just, like, me falling the fuck asleep and people being like, dude, you gotta do something else. This is not working, my man. But yeah, I mean, that was really sweet. Yeah, the CrowdStrike thing was awful. Um, 3 or 4 days is rough. That's a bad amount of time. Uh, 23 hours, yeah, that's rough. I was sleeping on the floor in the airport, which was really brutal. Did not enjoy that. Fuck you, American Airlines. Yeah, sit or leaning back and the sleepiness hits. Yeah, it was really sweet. My thing is, hey, if I'm falling asleep, my body is gonna make me go to sleep. For this guy's Visor and Kami, I think I'm going to, or Kama, my bad, my apologies. I think I'm gonna do a gray. Let me finish doing the black detailing on him and the other clones, and then I'll come back. Yeah, I mean, American Airlines will absolutely bork you. They love to just cause suffering and pain. But yeah, I mean, that was nasty. The CrowdStrike thing was really, really rough. Even when I went out on that trip and I came back a week later, and when I came back, the monitors were still blue screening. Like they hadn't fixed it after a week. It was really, really rough. One thing I do love about miniature painting is that it is pretty dang forgiving. Like, you can get a lot wrong. I mean, y'all have seen me make quite a few mistakes, and this model still looks damn good. And what I also like about it is that you're able to learn so quickly. Like, you really are able to, like, as soon as you finish one model, you can take the lessons you learned from it and apply it to the next, and so on and so forth. It's a very satisfying thing. Yeah, 23 hours of sleep sounds really, really nice. I would love to sleep that long sometimes. I'm a very sleepy guy. I need like 10, 11 hours of sleep to really like be awake and alert. And I did get some of that good sleep this weekend, which was very nice. I had a housewarming party, which kind of belied that a little bit. And did kind of exhaust me. But, you know, we keep moving. We stay moving. I find it pretty easy to chat while I'm doing video games and stuff like that, which is why I love streaming so much. I am not yet at the point where I can completely focus on chatting and mini painting at the same time. It requires so much focus. I sleep longer in different or new beds. Huh, interesting. I usually sleep worse when I'm in a new bed. This just means they owe me money for their tomfoolery. My partner was so angry at the changes and made sure I got paid for their bork up. That's so good. Oh, I've never seen them be like that. They normally sweet shy person. That is so sweet. I love that a lot. I do love it when very quiet people become protective. That's just, it makes me very happy. I had to be that for myself after this fiasco. Oh god, it's gonna be so hard to get in there. That little tiny crevice. Don't worry, we're gonna get it. I was rescheduling my flight back, and I had bought like travel insurance. I had bought the whole deal. I like sleeping on couches. Couches are fine, kind of mid, you know. My couches are fat. Yeah, if you have like a nice big couch, that is something different. But I was rescheduling my flight back home, and I had to wait on hold for 3 hours, which is crazy. Luckily, they had one of those callback systems, so I could do like other shit and not just sit by my phone for 3 hours. But it did mean I had to like cancel my plans for that evening and just stay in, which was annoying. Like, I mean, that's not what you want to do. And I finally get that call back, and they reschedule me, and the person on the phone says, all right, it's just going to be $100 to change your reservation. And I say, I have been stuck in your airport for 30 hours. I think I should get this for free. And she said, all right, well, give me one moment. And then I got it for free because, like, they knew how bad they had fucked up, and they were doing anything to save face in customer service. Oh, floor time is huge. I love floor time. I have a yoga mat on my floor, and sometimes I will just lay down on yoga mat, and me and yoga mat will have a good time. Okay. Well, let me just completely do this off screen. Here, where's my... I have paper towels. There we go. I want to get... The paint on this blaster rifle is a little too thick, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this paper towel wet and use it to clean off this brush. Because I don't really want more paint on there, I just want water. So I just need to wet this down and clean this up a little bitty. Cool. There we go. Mop up that excess water. Cool. That turned out great. Yeah, I do love the coldness of the floor. In the place I live now, there's wood floors, which makes me very happy and feels very posh and fancy. And I do absolutely take advantage of them and lay down on them a lot. Okay. Got some more little crevices to fill in this guy. We got his little crotch plates. These guys turned out great. Let's see how the Nuln Oil... Yeah, that Nuln Oil looks great. Just such deep shadows. Great. Absolutely perfect. Cool. Alright. Alright. The Menace King, welcome into the chat. All hail the Menace King. Uh-oh. Glad you didn't fall into the paint, my friend. That would have been bad. I'm actually going to get a little bit more ticky-tack. Alrighty. Welcome in, Cool Danch. That is a very, very good name. I don't even know why I enjoy lives. I just really do, and I like the vibe on this one. Fear, thank you so much. I really like the vibe on lives, too. I mean, it's nice to be able to just go and hang out with folks. That's why I do streams like this, is because it's fun to be able to hang out with people. I mean, it's the community that I'm really interested in this for. There we go. Now, he's on there good. He's not going to fall off. I just realized that both of my partners have two completely different vibes. One's like Cinnamon Roll, the other one's Dracula from Castlevania. That's amazing. I love that you specified Dracula from Castlevania because, like, there are so many different Dracula vibes. There's, like, Dracula from Hotel Transylvania. There's, like, Dracula from, Kid Dracula on TikTok. Have you seen those videos? My partner is obsessed with them, and I think they're absolutely adorable. But yes, it's so important to specify which Dracula vibe you mean. I like that. You have both kind of the ends of the spectrum. Okay, there we go. Well, that turned out nice. Painting is just such a lenient hobby, I think. Yeah, people should wake up at 1. It's so many different times around the world. Yes, I know him, of course. Oh, the dad from Hotel Transylvania, kind of a dilf. That's my hot take. Why are you thirsting after Mavis the vampire girl? Thirst after Dracula. What happened to my tunes? I hate that they really love to ask if you're still watching on YouTube now, which is so annoying. Of course I'm still watching. You don't need to... This isn't fucking Netflix. I don't need you to be like, are you still there, or are you borking it? Okay. Alright, I got distracted by YouTube and kind of let that paint dry, so we're just going to employ some fingernail corrections. There we go. I could use a toothpick. I have so many toothpicks. I have a million toothpicks on my desk. Danny, welcome on in. Can you send me a water drop? No, but I'll send you a diamond. Aww. A water from space. Let's see what we can do here. Here we are. Okay. Oh, someone sent me a rose. Look at all those stars. Thank you so much for the stars, folks. I'm sorry I haven't been seeing them. Hell yeah. No atmosphere for warmth. That's so true. And a finger heart. Oh, thanks, guys. These are really sweet. Okay. My polycule is a mayhem of they-thems. Is that... Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. This guy's hand fell off. Luckily, I see where it is. I lose mini parts so often just because I drop them and then they splinter into 5 million pieces. Well, I might as well paint this a little better now that it's fallen off. I didn't realize I didn't get the underside of the gun. Here, we can do that now. Perfect. I kind of like the white chipped look. It makes it look like the gun has white underneath and has been painted black, which I enjoy. All right, let me go get some modeling glue. I'll be right back. Actually, yeah, let's take a break real quick because I gotta pee. Hot draw Heart of Rose in the helmets. That's adorable. Yes, I'll be right back. I'll see y'all in like, I don't know, 2 minutes. Yeah, sure. Be right back.